Yeah, so this is the situation currently. Take off my mask. Pretty much, we've got a running motor. I did an oil change. I got some professionals to pump out the old fuel, and she runs. She no longer stinks when she runs as well. And in here, we've got all of the old trim and everything, which I did clean. I did power washed everything. Still a little bit grimy. But right now, that's the best I can do. I think I was trying to do too many things at one time. Yeah, basically, oh my god, my face is covered in shit. This is disgusting. Yeah, basically, I think I was just trying to do too much at once. Yeah, when it first arrived, I just did like a full power wash of everything. And then the next week I took off all the trim. That's what's behind me. And then I did an oil change the other day. And now I'm just kind of doing a little bit of like rust investigation, I suppose. So, yeah, I did make a start, which you can see over here. It's not perfect, but yeah, basically I've just been bringing it back to bare metal just to see, really, because I feel like I just don't really have the tools. I've just been using my brush and this on occasion, and this crusty old painter's brush, and then this for where it's a bit too small. I did manage to get my leg, which was not very nice. So yeah, in terms of everything else it needs doing, obviously full suspension overhaul. I was tempted. I did get priced for getting pretty much all the big hunks of metal, like the rear subframe, and I forgot what this is called. This is literally like my first time ever working on a car, which is interesting. But yeah, it pretty much all needs looking at and changing. I've got a massive shopping list which I've been putting together. That will include replacing the drum brakes in the future, figuring out the rust situation, and I mean, honestly, this, I don't know, out of everything, the rear actually seems the best, which, just taking a look at this isn't that promising. Probably need new brake lines because the brake fluid has not been changed in years. Outside of that, like things like the trim here, they're not too bad. The doors are in okay shape, like it's not really anything there. When I first got it, there was a puddle here, and I don't think there's anything showing through, but basically what I've heard is that there's like an air vent that comes through on it's either like, where are we? Somewhere here or at the front where the hood is. And yeah, so that needs to be looked at eventually. But right now, what we got to do is basically just get this all changed out. Honestly, like, obviously they don't make these anymore, but the metal I did, the other one is actually a better example. You can see here that I have actually taken off quite a lot of the flaking rust. These seem okay. These are going to be a bitch to get out. Those are going to be a bitch to get out. But yeah, in terms of like the metal that you can't really find unless you go to a scrapyard, this should be okay to reuse. I can just, wire brush it down, and then I can basically just get it powder coated, or I don't even know, but you know, clean it up. And then yeah, obviously a few more areas here. Not too bad down here, just needs a little cleaning. But yeah, and then this, oh my god, this is the windscreen fluid. It stinks like sewage. Yeah, that's pretty much it. One thing is interesting is I don't know if this is like what it was, but whatever it was has been cut. So I don't know if that was like an alarm, you know, for the immobilizer or something. Because one thing that has been happening with this car is the immobilizer has been acting up. I've done the classic key in, second position, click on lock, back to the first position, second position, lock, first position, second position, lock. You know, I don't know, I think it's like 4 times from the tutorials that I can see. And yeah, it just did not pair. I spent literally like an hour doing that yesterday, and yeah, no cigar. So yeah, it's also got a 10 disc player in here. Puts everything on shuffle, which is interesting. In here, I've disconnected the battery because I was doing stuff over there and in the engine bay yesterday. I didn't want it to just drain. But yeah, basically, this has got a screen that comes out, and inside is a James Blunt Back to Bedlam album, bootleg of course. Yeah, and in terms of like the interior, there was like a teeny bit of mold here. The driver's seat is in pretty good condition. I mean, I'm dirty. Oh God, that's disgusting. I'm making everything more dirty just by being here, because I've just been crawling under the car, getting covered in rust and all God knows what. I did come with some rails. I mean, these were on the car, and those jerry cans, I was planning on taking the old fuel out myself, but yeah, I ended up just getting some pros to do it, because disposing fuel around here is such a bitch. I also just chucked in a few dehumidifiers because I wasn't certain, like, you know, how much residue, how much moisture was left after cleaning. Struts are in good shape. I mean, they still work. Still has a table. Obviously everything is buried at the moment, but this is just pretty much where I've been keeping all of the trim pieces, and there's a dead spider right there. Lovely. And yeah, I mean, I'm mumbling now, but yeah, so this is Susan, and she needed a little bit of work, as you can see. One thing I did see was that there was a metal here. There was a for the power motor relay. There was a little piece of metal which was just, you know, this was attached to, and it was pretty much okay. I say this because, all things considered, there's not that much rust, but that was like the one thing that just stood out to me is being super rusty. So I just started painting with this. This is nearly dry, and this bit is being held. Oh my God, there's a leaf. So I just painted it. That was full of rust before, so just use some Hammerite. Again, like, I know this is not how you want to be handling freshly painted things, but you know, it's in the engine bay, and as long as it's not rusty, I'm happy. But yeah, that's it for today. Catch you guys soon.